Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down how this lock salon or loctician was able to generate an additional 12 new appointments at an average cost of $37 each in the last 30 days. So basically what I'll be breaking down is the actual ad targeting we did, the actual ad creative. Then I'll show you the funnel and kind of how everything works. So right now we're inside of the ad account. So what I'm going to do is just hit edit, and first thing I want to show you is the targeting. So I want you basically to pay attention to how simple this setup is. We literally only targeted their city. We didn't do any audience targeting. So a lot of people are like, hey, what's the correct or perfect audience to use for your ads? We didn't use any. We just did the advantage plus audience and let Facebook kind of decide. Then from there, we did 7 ad creatives, and we use what's called dynamic creative, which will allow us to do up to 10 different pieces of creative. So one thing I want you to pay attention to is the content is super simple. All we did was content of her existing work. But what we did was we layered this on top. It says now accepting new clients from our 110 lock retwist wash style special tab book now. So what that is like the headline or the hook. So when someone's scrolling and they see this picture, like, oh, the work is nice, then they're reading. It's basically targeting people who would potentially be interested in lock retwist washing style. So from there, when they click on the ad, it takes them to a funnel that we custom built for this client. And this is basically what the funnel looks like. So why this is important, notice that the headline of the funnel says the exact same thing as the ad creative. And that's one thing I always like to stress. If your ad is saying like, hey, I'm having a 110 lock special, and I click on your ad and it takes me somewhere that's not saying that, there's going to be a disconnect and it's going to lower your conversions. So ideally, you want these two things to say the same thing. So when they get here, beautifully designed funnel, get to see all of the work, info about the business, gallery, the salon owner, FAQ. So ideally, this is what a highly optimized funnel or website should look like. Then they can go ahead and book through on the calendar. Now on the back end, what that looks like is, so this is the back end of her account. We've driven about 1,300 individual people, total of 15 bookings in total at a 1.1 conversion rate. So it means out of every 100 people that we send here, we get about one person booking. Now, on our end, what we can do to try to increase bookings without necessarily spending any more money, because right now she's averaging about $20 per day on ads. I know some of you are probably like, what's the big deal about 12 appointments in 30 days? Not much. But in the initial 30 days, what we're trying to figure out is this number. What are we spending on average to get one customer into the chair? Now that we know this number, we can go ahead and scale the ads to get her fully booked and get the desired outcome that she's after, which, let's say her desired outcome was 60 clients per day. That essentially means if we want at least 2 clients per day, so 2 times 30 is 60. If we want at least 2 clients per day, we would just have to spend double this number, which would be, I believe, 74. So we need to spend $74 per day on ads to get 2 clients per day, because our cost per appointment is $37. So we just need to basically double that number. Again, right now we're spending 20. So even if you're not impressed by 12 clients, that's not necessarily the point. We can scale this to whatever number we needed to get to. All we were looking for is averages. Another good thing that happens as you're spending money on ads, you start accumulating data. So like I said, what if we want to not necessarily spend more money on ads, but we want to try to get more clients? There are some things that we can do. So first thing we can do is pay attention to our click-through rate. What percentage of people are actually clicking through on our ads? So we're at a 2%, which is actually good. Right here, we're looking for a 1% or better with a 2. But if we could double this number and get it to a 4 by creating better content, we can cut our cost per click in half. So doubling your click-through rate will lower your cost per click, which would ultimately lower your cost per booked appointment, meaning we could keep the same budget and essentially double the amount of clients that we get just by starting to play with the numbers. Now, this is what you can do on platforms. So on Facebook, on Instagram. What we can do outside of Facebook or outside of Instagram is take a look at our funnel. So this is what the funnel, looks like. We already showed you what it looks like, but it's like we can see that we're converting at a 1%. So what can we do on the end of on our funnel end? This is off Facebook, off platform. What can we do to try to double this number? Because if we can double the amount of people that actually book an appointment, then we can again cut the cost to get one customer in half. Again, by doubling your opt-in rate, doubling your conversion rate, you cut your cost to get a customer in half. On the other end, by doubling your click-through rate, you cut in half your cost per click, which will cut in half your cost per result or cost per booked appointment. Hopefully that doesn't make sense. If it doesn't, leave your questions in the comment section. If you want us to do this for you, there will be a link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching.